Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to Volunteer Vibes. I'm Denise Middleton. So glad to have you with us. Hope you guys are doing well on this Friday morning. And you know what? It's tax-free weekend, so I'm sure a lot of you will be out doing some shopping. But you know what? There are also some families who need some help with back to school supplies. So this morning, I want to bring in a couple guests from Interfaith Ministries. Good morning, ladies. So glad to have you with us.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Denise.
having us.
Yeah, of course. So you all have several areas of service, including refugees. So tell us about the help that you need right now for those families.
Yeah, so right now we're hosting a back to school drive for our refugee families. We're just asking people in the community to help support the families by donating school supplies through our Amazon wish list. And we're collecting supplies through August 15th for our families.
And so, what are some of those urgent supplies that you feel like these kids need right away?
Yeah, so we have a huge need for backpacks. We're asking for clear backpacks because a lot of the school districts are asking for that. And also just all your basic supplies such as like pencils, crayons, markers, scissors, glue sticks, things like
Could
that.
never have enough.
No, you can't. And
That's
the
for
teachers
sure.
need the support as well.
Yeah, and I know my kids run through those so quickly. So, what can volunteers do to help with this process?
Yeah, so we're actually well, first of all, if you're interested in donating, you can always go to our social media pages. We do have flyers posted with the QR code. So you can just scan that QR code and purchase any of the supplies. It'll be sent directly to IMGH. And also, if you want to speak on the volunteers.
Yeah, sure. So we have this donation drive running through August 15th. So once all the materials come to our IMGS office by August 15th, we'll be gathering these supplies, and with the help of volunteers, we'll be assembling backpacks that we can distribute to our refugee families. So we definitely are looking for volunteers who can help us with putting the backpacks together. So if you're interested and if you have some time to spare, please feel to contact us and come help us with building these backpacks for refugee families.
Yes.
So, do you have certain days or shifts that people need to keep in mind, when that time comes?
So all of our needs are posted on Volunteer Houston at volunteerhouston.org. And we have not actually posted this need because we're waiting for all the supplies to come in to kind of see what we have
Right.
and everything. But it will be after August 15th that we'll have a need for volunteers to help us assemble these backpacks for students.
Awesome. And so, what are some other ways, though, that people can help the refugee families aside from the back to school donation?
Yeah, so we can always use volunteers on site helping caseworkers with filing and different things like that. We are always also in need of like family mentors to just kind of be a friend in the community or a friend for our refugee families and our individuals.
Yeah, so we as refugee services at Interfaith Ministries of Greater Houston basically resettle refugees fleeing their homelands in the fear of a political, social, or religious persecution. So in that process, we work to ensure that every client feels welcomed upon arrival and aid them in becoming self-sufficient and thriving members of the Houston community. So as a volunteer, you can help our arrivals through this process of becoming self-sufficient and feeling welcomed in the Houston community by providing or helping us with to provide them with housing support, giving them cultural orientation, with volunteering in our women's empowerment group, through offering English language conversation practices, etc. So there's a range of volunteer activities that you can get involved in and support Interfaith Ministries to support refugee arrivals.
Yeah, you all have so many different services that you offer. I'm sure that's a huge help in their transition. What's been some of the feedback?
I think people are like individuals who have volunteered. We are very grateful for all our volunteers. They have put in so much passion, so much of their emotions, and so much of their time and labor in helping things to make things possible. But the feedback from both our arrivals and our volunteers has just been so overwhelming in the context of that there is that mutual joy when they see each other, really thrive, and when volunteers see families build new lives, and then families see a community being built for them in a new place like Houston.
Yes, makes them feel comfortable, I'm sure. And so I want to put your contact information here just in case people want to get in touch with you. If you can just let them know, is there like a good time to reach out? I see we have
Yeah.
emails, but I see there's an office number here as well.
Yeah. The office number, we're here Monday through Friday
Okay.
from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. That we'll be able to answer that office phone number. And also through email, we all get to our emails very, very quickly.
Yes.
So any questions regarding volunteering, feel free to reach out to us.
Okay. And for folks who may just be joining us, if you can just touch on the back to school event one more time, I'm going to put the flyer up here so that they have some of the information.
Yeah. So we're hosting this back to school drive for our refugee families. Here you'll see the QR code. You can easily just scan that. It will also be on our social media pages as well. And from that QR code, you can just scan it and you'll see our Amazon wish list where you can purchase items and they'll be sent directly to our organization. And from there, we're going to post needs on Volunteer Houston for our back to school backpack building. So that will be after August 5th or 15th after our drive.
All right. Well, I hope you all are able to get plenty of donations. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and talking about this wonderful volunteer opportunity. I appreciate it.
We greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too.
All right. Now, if you are looking to get your hands a little dirty for a good cause, I've got a guest that I want to bring on this morning. We have Dr. Kimberly Adams with Blodgett Urban Garden. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you
know
for
what?
having us.
Yeah, I don't see any sweat dripping. So
That's because right before going live, I wiped it off my face. But trust me, it is plenty warm out here in this Texas heat.
yes, so you guys have a beautiful community garden out there. Tell us about ways that volunteers can get involved to help out in the community.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we really focus on is engaging the community on all levels. So whether you're 1 year old, you can come out here and kick a ball, or you're 90 years old and you just want to come out here and enjoy our farmers market that is hosted on Saturdays between 8 and 10 right now in the heat. Then, or if you're just in a college or high school and you want to get involved by volunteering, come out, sign up. You can sign up with us on volunteerhouston.org. We also have sponsorships from different organizations where corporations can sign up and have their corporate day of giving out here and volunteering at the garden as well.
That is awesome. And I see, there are so many different things that people can do out here. Tell us about, so I know on Monday, they can sign up, I believe, starting at 6:30 to 8 once the sun has gone down, right?
Absolutely. So when the sun is going down, we normally have like a little bit of a breeze, even though it's still hot. And also, it's a little bit cooler. So right now, in between August and September, we'll be out here on Mondays and Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8. And again, you can sign up on volunteerhouston.org. One of the things that we'll be doing in the month of August is transitioning from our summer crops over to our fall crops.
Okay.
And so we'll be planting seeds and also starting seedlings, getting ready for the fall.
Now, there are some people who might want to come, looking cute or something. What are some things that they need to keep in mind before they get out there? How should they dress?
First and foremost, it is hot. So keeping that in mind, dress comfortably, dress with loose clothes for sure. Also, because it is a garden, it is organic, and it's grass and stuff like that and plants. So you may want to wear, long pants, but if you're okay with the greenery touching your legs and stuff like that, put on a pair of shorts. Closed-toe shoes would be great. Some headgear, sunglasses, sunscreen, absolutely, and drink and hydrate before you come out here. We typically have water and ice, but bringing, a container with water and ensuring that you hydrate before you get here is always a plus.
And how much of an impact has this community garden had, among the people living in that area?
Significant impact. We just finished a pilot program in the Third Ward community, partnering with other organizations like the Shape Center and Planet Forward, and providing 75 pre-filled 25-pound bags of groceries in the month of June to help
Wow.
offset individuals who were facing at the borderline of heart disease. And so I'm trying to determine if, eating organically and changing their eating style would help them to not have to take prescription medications. However, but changing their lifestyle and changing their health benefits, right? So we just finished doing that particular program. That's one of the things that and one of the major impacts that we've had this summer. We also provide our farmers market vegetables to the community just for donations only. And oftentimes, individuals do not have funds to actually go out and eat healthy. And so
Right.
that's one of the barriers to healthy living. So what we've done is ensure that individuals have access to that by providing them organic fruits and vegetables just from donations, or maybe they're volunteering their time and whatever they can harvest, they can eat. And so those are some of the things and some of the ways that we've been able to impact our community.
That is so wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that because it is expensive to eat healthy. As far as the volunteers are concerned, is there a number that you're looking for? How many do you need right now?
We can take all the volunteers that we can actually get. We sit on 2.5 acres right across the street from Texas Southern University. And so we have plenty of space to be able to host a number of volunteers. We're hoping to be able to partner with some of the schools and some of the different athletic organizations who are gearing up to go back to school this fall, and being able to partner with them in adopting a bed out here at the garden. And so, if it's an organization that has 100 volunteers, we can handle it.
That would be awesome. And I know, it's finally about to start raining. We're finally going to get some relief, but that doesn't help with you guys. I think, I know it's raining this weekend, and then you have signups for folks on Monday. What's the plan if that happens?
So if the weather is inclement, meaning heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, then we will postpone the event. So
Okay.
safety is always paramount here. The other thing, if it's just a light drizzle, then we enjoy that. Absolutely, it helps us to cool down, and it just flows right in with our sweat.
Just throwing
So
that, calling it a day.
exactly, exactly.
Okay, well, Dr. Kimberly Adams, I'm going to let you go so you can cool off. But I
Yes,
do want to see the garden a little bit. Can you show us the garden before
absolutely.
you go?
Yes. So I'm turning the camera around, so hopefully you can see it while I'm walking towards it.
Mhm.
You see the sprinkler system is on right now, and we're growing a lot of summer and spring vegetables like peas, black eyed peas, okra, tomatoes, and things like that. Can you see it okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it looks
yes.
nice.
And so you see the sprinkler system is on right now. We're watering some of our plants that were just drooping. Normally we water in the morning time, early around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, but because of this extreme heat, we needed to do a second watering today.
Oh, for sure. Where it looks good. Y'all doing a great job keeping it up. Dr.
Thank
Adams,
you.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank
All
you.
right, go get some water.
I will take care. Thank
All right, bye bye. All right, so we have one more event to tell you about. I have Mr. Ariel Cruz joining us. He is with L&V Enterprises Resources Inc. So I'm so glad to have you with us because you guys have a really, really great opportunity to tell us about. And this is for the disabled community. But first, just start by telling us about the organization in case folks aren't familiar.
Absolutely. So our organization focuses on empowering the disabled community through community sponsorships, innovative programs such as the event we're having August 13th. So this event will be a great opportunity for anybody to come out and learn about the resources we offer as an organization in order to spread the word and also have a bit of excitement and fun through our event as well.
That's always nice. And so, what do volunteers need to do to help make this a success?
Absolutely. So, number one, we need volunteers to set up many of the stations that we're going to have. We're going to need a lot of people to oversee the different stations that we're going to have. And also, it's going to be hot outside. So, we're going to need people with the fans to help people stay cool, some water, some anything basically. And we also need volunteers to spread the word as a organization that has been out helping the community. We are always welcoming people to spread the word and let people know of the resources we offer to the Houston community and to the disabled community.
So this is called Bridging the Gap with a Stride. How long have you all been doing this, and how much of an impact has it had?
I'm so glad you asked the question. So, for this event particularly, we've been working on it for like 6 months already. It took a long time, but overall, we've been working on helping the community for 2 years. We've done previous work such as a call to action, helping the foster care homes and food banks, just to see where we can land certain different organizations so we could cooperate in the future. So for this event particularly, 6 months, and we're so excited to have people come out and be a part of this event.
Yeah, it sounds like a family-friendly event, so kids can probably help volunteer as well, right?
Absolutely. So we also want to invite families and kids, just because school does start in a few weeks. So we also did this keeping in mind that school starts. So August 13th will be a perfect time for families to still be able to attend. So yeah, having volunteers that are good with kids will also be a plus. So we'll probably have to do a little interview, see if they're apt.
Good idea.
Absolutely.
So this is a two-part event. So I guess are there different time slots that people need to commit to?
Yes. So it's gonna run from 8 a.m. A little bit early, 8 a.m. all the way to 1 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 10 is when we focus solely on the disabled community, and we're gonna do a walk around the park to celebrate the Houston disabled community. Ending at 10, we'll also have other activities, and from 10 to 1 p.m. is whenever we will have all the like the game day, the game truck, the dunk tank, snow cones, hot dogs, all of the fun things that kids will love and families will also enjoy.
Dunk tanks are the
Yes,
best.
absolutely. Have you? Absolutely.
So that is really awesome. So I'm gonna put it up here one more time for you guys so you can check out the time and the address. Now, are there any other volunteer opportunities that are maybe coming up in case they can't make this one? Any in September or later in August?
Yes. So for the next year, we already finished most of the events for this year, but for next year, we are planning some new ones that we can start cooperating with. We're planning to cooperate with Family Network on another event. So just be on the lookout on our website, our Facebook. We'll be promoting that soon at the end of the year, and then we'll have volunteers be able to register through volunteerhouston.org and our social media pages as well.
All right, and I see we have just a couple comments. I'm checking them. If you guys have any questions that we may not have answered, of course, you can always go to volunteerhlu.org to check out all these volunteer opportunities. Ariel, I hope you guys have a great time, and I hope you get plenty of volunteers and enjoy all that food and fun too. So,
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us today, Ms. Denise.
absolutely. All right. We'll see. You know what? We do have some other volunteer opportunities that are going on this weekend. So I want to go ahead and bring in Miss Brooke Campbell with Volunteer Houston. Hey there. Good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you
Yeah, it has been a while. Good morning.
been? Busy, huh?
Yeah, very.
So what do we have going on this weekend? What else is going on?
Yeah, so I have two other events. The first is a back to school and pop up clinic event that's hosted by Avenue 360 Health and Wellness. They are a federally qualified health center with 7 clinics in the Houston area, providing primary behavioral health and dental care to medically underserved communities. So their particular need is for that event, back to school pop-up clinic happening on August 13th. They will be providing 500 backpacks with school supplies, immunizations, food, and a lot more. So they need volunteers to help with setup on that day from 9 a.m. to 10:30. In preparation for those families and students to start the drive-through. I do want to note this one is an outdoor drive-through event, so it is rain or shine. You got to be willing to get a little dirty. Speaking of, that takes us to our next volunteer opportunity, which is a cat room down and dirty volunteer. That's through Friends for Life Animal Shelter. They save animals regardless of their origin, breed, age, or condition. A lot of shelters refuse strays. They refuse animals that come from private citizens or even entire breeds. Instead, Friends for Life Animal Shelter is guided by a simple principle, and that is every animal matters. So they have an ongoing search for volunteers to help at varying times and days throughout the week and every month. What they have is 4 free roaming cat rooms where they need volunteers to help in caring for the cats, feeding the cats, cleaning the cat rooms at their shelter. They're also looking for volunteers to help at PetSmart locations. They have some of their cats show at PetSmart catteries, specifically on South Shepherd in Houston. And they always need more volunteers who are interested in helping to socialize the cats, clean the cages, feed the cats, and even answer questions from the public. So if either of these 2 opportunities pique anyone's interest, you can find them at volunteerhou.org.
All right, plenty to choose from as usual. So thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Of course, if you have questions, you can check out the portal, give them a call, and we'll be here every Friday at 11 a.m. to fill you in on what's going on in H-Town. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Denise.